Good morning. Today we'll start a new unit, Unit 11, Percentage. In this unit, we're gonna learn about percentages. Percentage are used every day to calculate things, like how much tax you pay when you buy something, or how much thing costs when it's in sale. That is a real life stuff. So you can see it's really important to understand what percentage and how to use them in math. Now, are you ready to understand percentage? What is percentage? Percent just means out of 100. 15% means 15 parts of 100. 15 parts of 100. Part of a whole. Do you remember something? Yes, the definition of fraction. So, 15 parts of 100. Yes, a percentage is a fraction. And since you know everything about fraction, learning about percentage will gonna be easy. But a percentage is not any fraction. It's a special fraction that always has 100 as a bottom number. In fact, because the bottom number of a percentage is always 100, we don't need to write instead. We write a percent sign. For example, here we have 15 green boxes out of 100 boxes. So we write it as a percentage. We say 15%. That means 15 per 100 are green boxes. How to calculate a percentage? Let's say I have a basket of fruits. Out of a total of 20 fruits, 5 are apples, 10 are oranges, and 5 are pineapples. Then the percentage of all 3 fruits in the basket is calculated in the following way. First, determine the part and the whole. Here, the whole is the fruit basket containing 20 fruits, and the parts are 5 apples, 10 orange, and 5 pineapples. Secondly, you must determine the fraction of the fruits in the basket. That are apples, oranges, and pineapples. That you must establish the fraction. Here the fraction are. Fraction of the apple in the basket is 5 out of 20. We have 5 apples out of 20 fruits. And this is equal to quarter. How we change 5 out of 20 to quarter? Yes, by simplifying the fraction. Remember in Unit 7 how to simplify the fraction? Yes, by dividing both the numerator and denominator on the same number. Here we divide the numerator and denominator on 5. We get 1 out of 4. Fraction of orange in the basket, 10 out of 20. We have 10 orange out of 20. When we simplify it, we get half. Fraction of pineapple in the basket is 5 out of 20. So it's equal to quarter. Once the fraction has been established, calculating percentage is extremely simple. The percentage of apples in the basket is calculated using following formula. Percentage equal the fraction multiply 100. Therefore, in the example presented above, percentage of apples, we will multiply the fraction of apples multiply 100. So 5 over 20 multiply 100 equal quarter multiply 100, because remember we simplify it. Quarter of 100 equal 25, because we divide 100 divided by 4 equal 25. So that means the percentage of apples is 25%. Percentage of orange equal the fraction of orange, which is 10 over 20 multiplied by 100. This is equal half of 100, equal 50%. Percentage of pineapples equal 5 over 20 multiply 100, equal quarter of 100, which is equal 20. Example: your uncle, who really likes to travel, has visited 35 of 50 US states. What percent of the state has been visited? Remember, we have to multiply the fraction multiply 100, we get the percentage. But what's the fraction we have? We have the part 35 from the whole 50. So our fraction is 35 out of 50. 35 out of 50 multiply 100. What I will do, I will change the fraction to a decimal by using long division. This is we took it in unit 7. So 35 over 50, it will become as a decimal number 0.70. 0.70 multiply 100, we will move the decimal point 2 steps to the right, we will get 70%. Now we have another example. In this example, he wants from us to find the percentage. He said write each percentage as a fraction. A 75%, B 5%. To solve A, we will change 75%, we will write it as a fraction. We will say 75 over 100. Then we will simplify this fraction. We will get 3 over 4. Remember how to simplify? Yes, we will divide both the numerator and denominator on the same number. Like here, we divide both them on 25, we get 3/4. B, we have 5%. How to simplify it? We will write it 5 over 100. Then we divide both of them on 5, we get 1 over 20. Now we have the last question from the book, question number 9 from the course book, page 114. The question is, work out the number missing from these percentages. A, 30 meters is dash percent of 100 meter, 30 meter is dash percent of 200 meters, 30 meters is dash percent from 50 meters. First, I will solve A. I will write 30 out of 100 as a fraction, right? Because we said 30 meters from 100 meters, that means 30 out of 100. 30 out of 100, directly I can write it as a percentage because it's out of 100, so it's equal to 30%. B, 30 out of 200. So here I need to simplify the fraction. How I will simplify it? I will divide both the numerator and denominator on 2. I will get 15 out of 100. Now I have 15 out of 100 equal 15%. C, I want to find the percentage of 30 out of 50. The 30 out of 50, here I will find the equivalent fraction for 30 out of 50, which is equal 60 out of 100. How I find the equivalent fraction? I multiply both the numerator and denominator by 2. I get 60 over 100, so the percentage is 60%.